actually know for certain. If you can hear me, I should probably find out.
How long is the delay too? That's what I want to know. Anyway, can you hear me? And Yeah. A little test. Alright, so I feel like I've prepped enough here. So what I gotta do is I need to go find the docs. Find them docs. I was gonna say we could stop that, but I'll keep it going for one more go round. I'm gonna turn off the loop. There's like a little free music that I found in like the free music archive. It's called Enter the Tesla Machine by Tritachyon or Teshion. Alright, so moving on. I was just gonna get into this and do like a basic, like a quick start guide for Voxel Land. This guy made Voxel Land. It's a pretty awesome little asset. You can see the asset store here. I'm fairly certain that Subnautica uses Voxel Land. I don't know that 100%, but like down here in the reviews and stuff, he's like, yeah, they use it in Subnautica at some point, like back in the day maybe. So anyways, it's in the asset store there. This guy's made some pretty cool. Map Magic is another one that he made, and it is awesome. Kind of helps you generate a world, and you got biomes. It's kind of like, you know, you combine this with Voxel Land and you got something that's kind of like Minecraft. I was gonna say on crack, but I don't like that. On steroids. Neither one of those. It's just awesome. Anyway, so Map Magic. You saw me. I said, oh, okay. I said Luke 1, the one thing. We get one more of this song. This song is currently in the Heli Hoggin opening intro, like opening menus and main menu, because it's just awesome. For a free song, this song just like it just fits what I'm doing with Heli Hoggin. So anyways, we're going to move on over here to the quick start guide on Voxel Land and just get straight to it. Because I got it over here. I don't need this open anymore, I don't think. But I got this over here. There's just so much stuff in the Remington, the C. Remington, Charles Remington tree. It's codenamed C. Remington. We like to codename things after character names. The Voxel Land is in it. It's an enormous tree here, an enormous project. It's one of the bigger projects I've worked on in Unity. It's essentially a whole bunch of assets because it's pretty much me coding a game, and I don't really have like a team of artists and a whole big team. It's like it's me. I get some help from some friends, but it's pretty much just me. But the game is massive. So if I go over here to, I think I'm in Gamma. Let me make sure on this. And what we'll do is, I'm gonna go free aspect on this guy, and Yeah, see, no more looping. All right, the music has stopped. But I wanted to go into the sample scene here. But before I do that, I'm going to go to the player settings. I wanted this. I think. Yeah, see, I'm in gamma. All right. Anyways, there's a linear and there's a gamma. Basically, there's two different ones to test out here. I'm gonna just play the demo so you can kind of see what Voxel Land is about, because it's pretty dope. So obviously, Voxel Land uses voxels, and I don't know how well you can see it necessarily. Let's see, like, and the demo here lets you sort of just it's like breaking blocks and trees and stuff in Minecraft. You can just kind of take them out, but it's a pretty impressive little tool because it lets you do caves and it lets you do sort of like normal looking terrain. I just thought it was pretty sweet. Like, what am I gonna go build my own? I ain't doing that right now. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather see something that looks good and has support behind it and just use it. And if it turns out it doesn't do what I needed to do, then so be it. But let's see, what's this? I know that there's a way to right. All right, so you got control click add block. And see how it's like it adds. Uh-oh. Don't be inside it. All right, here we go. But see how the rules of it. It knows how to add grass and things like that. It's like, oh, I accidentally hit Control S because I was doing WASD here. But there's also, I think it's like replace. All right, so there's a way to like change the block. All right, there we go. It's terrain and edible. I'll switch to grass and object mode. So there's a way to like. Let me see here. Two. See, there's the grass there. You must exit. You must exit to save the game. The guy who made this, what's his name? Dennis. Says it in here somewhere. Dennis Paunov. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry about not pronouncing it properly, but it's just an awesome little tool, and I've had it, and I want to finally kind of implement it, so to speak. This is using his demo assets and whatnot. This little guy. Where I can like delete that. So five. It says 5 down there, but it's actually 6. I guess that's like adding light or something. It's some kind of adding light. Alright, so anyways, this is just the demo. Go back over here. It's like you can dig little holes and stuff. Get you a nice little cave going. Oh man. This is sort of like a long-term, kind of long con kind of stream that I'm doing, because I'm trying to learn about streaming so that I can stream better. But I'm not like too concerned with like getting everything perfect just yet. But, like, look at that. You know, it's like a lot of it's like, you know, the Unity engine is powerful on its own, but like this is awesome. And it's pretty much overkill for what I'm doing in Heli Hoggin, but that's the name of the game in Heli Hoggin, overkill. So, all right, so I'm gonna just stop clicking because I'm gonna get lost in this. So you have to like go in and tweak some stuff to make it not be all kind of like buggy like that, but like clipping through the terrain and stuff. But really, I just wanted to get like a little path out of here, even though I'm about to close this level and stop playing it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I gotta get. There we go. Climbing out. Boom. That's my little cave. My cave. So does that mean like if I do the old? Uh oh. Everybody, calm down now. You know, a lot of that's like whatever little character controller that he has going on in here. You know, it's like default, some sort of default character controller. You know, you make a little fancier one. You could do like you'd do in Minecraft. You know, it's like jump and place blocks and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff you'd have to do for the character controller to make it where it's like you're not going to get stuck in it, and, you know, things like that. So I'm not too concerned with all that right now. Mouse look. I'm just having too much fun here. All right. So back to the quick start. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make a new scene. I just kind of jumped ahead there. Create a new game object, 3D object. Voxel Land static. If I just kind of put this over there and that over there and this thing here and that over there. 3D. I'm going with Voxel Land Infinite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got some missing references. So we got, by default, it's just kind of, it kind of just grows from where you're at. All right, like just like it's just looking at the camera. All right, so you can see. All right, so it's like really detailed right where the camera is. Got some LOD stuff going on. All right. Noise generator. Generate. So if you uncheck noise, then there's like literally nothing. planar. So now you got just basically flat land. Some wild stuff going on there. Generate menu. To add go to the land blocks. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the noise. I'm gonna keep the noise on. And then on this one, go to the land blocks. Go to the land blocks block. The only land block type block. Click the chevron. Where is this? I don't see. I see diffuse height. So diffuse height, I would assume, is what he's talking about. What I really want to use, I have to go find it, but there's a really nice little forest pack. There we go. What's it looking for now? Okay, so it's literally looking for the texture. Terrain, terrain, grass, dead, grass, forest, ground. Let me just see what this looks like. Oh, it's like a dirty dirt. I don't want dirty dirt. But the grass dead, probably not much better. Dead grass. Get some moss up in here. Let's get some moss. Get the normal map in there. Alright, so then now we got grass. Easy enough. Ooh, it's just a lot of moss. I guess it does something. Look at that. It's like is it doing some sort of scaling? Anyways. Easy enough. Easy peasy. The rebuild button. Rebuild. Alright. Chunks calculated in a separate thread waiting for apply main thread are displayed as pale blue. It's all very important info. To edit the terrain. Just like that. Oh, just like that. it's just magical, you know? But then if I do like a little building, just as like a test, you know, it's like, what happens if I then go rebuild? So it remembers like the little things. The little things. What does Alright. I think I'm done with this page though. Brush settings. Basic brush behavior. So you got single. I was adding only one block at a time. So where's my brush? Just skipped right past that. Single. Block height in the seam views this. Okay, so it shows. All right, so it's like showing the block. That's cool. See how it's like it's like a block, but it's all, you know, stretching and skewing and stuff. That's dope. All right. Intense. Okay, so yeah. It's kind of showing you where it'll go. So like that way. Coming out. It's pretty intuitive. Pretty nice. Got myself a little bridge here. All right, so then you got blob. That is nice. That is nice. Yeah, we did it right there. I mean, that's just nice. That's just nice. I guess I could like move it over here. You know. There we go. Get rid of that thing on the side. I didn't need that. So I'm gonna just kind of scooch it over. There we go. Look, they're like linked up. Oh, windows. All right. All right. I'm not sure what that little seam is. Have to look into that. All right. So, anyways, got the blob. Neighbor to the aimed one. Size of the brush is set with an extent value. Okay, so wait. Note that all blocks changing are laying at the surface to distinguish this brush from the volume one. The volume one. Whoa. And then blocks bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like no gravity. So Control Shift. It's kind of like this one click sort of terrain painting instead of like holding it down or whatever. This is like let's just do this for Fortress Forever. Come on, y'all. I just realized that should be hold on. All right, let's back to the tutorial or whatever. Quick start. I wanted to because there's like a way to edit some stuff. Struggling over here, so you can't really see what I'm doing over here, but whatever. All right, so we got the blob. It's a round. Yep, that's round, all right. So why not? Is this how you make little voxel planets? Because this is awesome. Honestly, it's like Dennis outdid himself with this tool, and I'm just like barely. I'm like in what, page 2, step 3. I guess they need like so then how do you like we need to dig. think there's obviously ways to make it go crazy forever and whatnot, but I ain't worried about it right now. Oh, look, right there. There it was. Continuous painting. That. Yeah, continuous. I wouldn't call it perfect, but I think, you know, like in the editor, there's all sorts of issues with the editor and whatnot. They need, like, you know, there's a little, get rid of this guy, smooth out this guy, you know. I'd say it's really coming together here. All right. Uh-oh. Alright, so then what is stamp? Go back here. Brush of any arbitrary form. What? What? Extreme. We go extreme. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? Oh. Let's crash this thing. The stamp thing, I don't know how he got. Hold on. Let me see this thing. Go back to stamp. Get stamp. So if I do these numbers, let me see these numbers. What? What? I don't see it doing anything. Where you at, Dennis? There's definitely some wonkiness though, like right there with the LOD. Doesn't really know what to do with that. But, I mean, who's going to have terrain that looks like this, per se? Per se, and I'm sure there's settings with the LOD stuff. We'll get to it. What? Go away. All right. Yep. Round or not round. Alright, so edit mode. I feel like we've gotten the edit, the dig. I don't necessarily, I guess I need to add like another land block. That's the moss. This right here. Let's go with like we'll go with the petals or pebbles. Yeah. So then, I guess my question is, brush. How do I select this one? All right, so going back to edit. Creates new blocks with the selected type. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how do I select this type? And I'm not on pebbles yet. All right, is that the end of the quick start? Like, we're done with the quick start. Welcome. Come on now. Brush settings. That's it. All right, so that's the end of the quick start. We got to go deeper than that, though. How am I going to select the brush? All right, let's go back. Land block, land block. So there we go. We just call it moss. And maybe we'll call it petals instead of pebbles. But how do I add where are you at? Need to use one material for all of them. Up to 24 block types. Legacy land up to 16. Supports texture arrays. I need to figure that out. Can we just please? (2D) array textures supported. How about just tell me which ones are supporting this or not? WebGL does not support it. So the texture array is faster, but not supported on certain platforms. Are texture arrays supported? Micro splat. How about this? How about I find out if iPhone or Android, see if it works on that. Metal supports it. Okay, Android ES3. All right. So if I just say, do I want to? I mean, I don't know if I'm going to use texture arrays anyway. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to stop looking at that. My question is, how do I select so if I'm in paint mode, real simple here. How do I select this brush? Where are my pebbles? This is what I need to find out. Maybe it'll say it in here. I'll just need to keep focusing on there. Save both materials and texture. There's a lot of extra details. Types. See? Clicking on its name. Maybe the pebbles just kind of look. Yeah, it should be pebbles. Thank you for opening GIMP. What? All right. Focus. While haiku selected by all of the terrain edit is done with the current selected type. Okay. So we're back to this. Blocks. I do not see this. Where are my pebbles? rocks protruding. So if I add another one, go with the rock 01, and then I grabbed 02. Well, there you go. So why doesn't the pebbles? All right, let's go with pebbles. Pebble, pebble, goobla. All right. Y'all see this, right? Y'all see it. Pebbles, normal. You know what I'm saying? Forest ground. There's this extra, like, let me see here. Look at that. Now we're rebuilding. Grass dead. You're dead. Just for funsies, I'm just gonna build a. Come on now. So then you got moss, and you got mud 01. Mud 01. There's some mud. I didn't say mud, I said crud. Would you fall in some crud or something? Yeah, this will work. So it definitely was supposed to be working. Let's just say that. Yo! It does not like whatever I did. Dennis, you got some bugs, buddy. This is not proper. So you add a little bit of go back over here. Single. Why? Why? Señor. Señor. Why? What about this? Rebuild. No. It don't like it. It don't like. All right, here we go. Whoa. Pebbles. Mud 01 puddles. I don't know why I'm capitalizing. Just to be different from the other thing. It's like we hit the memory max. You know, hold on. We start with a little, and I just did static. Forest ground. Forest ground. Okay. Then you go, let me just keep this one on here. It still doesn't quite know how to do this too. Look at this. That just looks like forest ground, not grass dead. What? What? I mean, it could have to do with all these errors here. I wonder if there's been an update that I don't even know about. Voxel Land. I think I'm updated. Yeah, see, it just says import. But you saw all those errors. Maybe I need to not use the legacy. How about that? All right, so we go to gonna do this again. Voxel Land, infinite. What did it say? See, that's the best part. You can use map magic. Ooh. Where you at? I need to look into how to use Voxel Land with map magic. I don't think you can just do what I just did. But it's going to be something like that. It was saying something about the land texture array. See, like the static one, it showed different stuff here, look. Or not. All right. Uno más. Uno más. Go back to this infinite guy. Go back to forest ground. Yeah, there we go. Texture arrays. Yeah, we're gonna use texture. Wait, whoa. Whoa. By default, it uses texture arrays, except it does not. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, okay. Back to it. So then, okay. See? See? One material, all terrain chunks. Plus one material for the horizon mesh. The horizon, is that the blurry what have you? Horizon. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So we're past this part. So texture arrays are new. Use texture arrays, and that's it for your support for older devices, basically. What? Specular. I'm not necessarily worried about all these different That's pretty wild. It's got this like it's just fun to click and make terrain and stuff. I did admit my bias. All right, so there's some of the keep getting text messages distracting me. All right. So you got dynamic infinite. Voxel Land creates only several chunks within a given radius around camera. Okay. Dynamic limited compromise between static and infinite. It build. So it builds all of them at once on enable, but still switches LOD. Maintain visible chunks only within given range from camera. But does not build them from scratch. Okay. It's not recommended to use limited terrains more than 400, 500 meters for performance reasons. Okay. Although the built chunks are not displayed, they still consume a significant amount of memory. Static builds all the chunks at once. Does not change terrain in any way depending on the camera range. No LOD switches, no chunk enabling, disabling. You get exactly the same terrain no matter what point of view. Use it for tiny terrains, 100 to 200 units in size. Tiny, teeny tiny. Okay, so you got baked though, same as static mode, but built chunks are stored in the scene as meshes. It's still possible to change terrain in bake mode. All right, so ranges. 0 is the camera position. minimum value, current value, max value, furthest available, max dis. All right. Left side gauge is 0, no offset from the camera position. The minimum and maximum values usually depend on other settings. For example, collider enabling distance could not be higher than the mesh build distance. There's no collider while the mesh itself is not calculated. Okay. The right side of the gauge is the biggest distance. The biggest distance among all the sliders there. Okay, so I don't even know where this. Okay, this is in the modes and ranges. Where's my slider? Oh, I'd have to like. I don't even see this thing. I don't even see it. I feel like I'm in a totally different version of, like, I don't think he's updated the docs in a while. The mesh build. All right, so wait, hold on. Where? I feel like I've seen that somewhere though. Whoa. All of its objects blocks should be play. Okay, so far objects such as trees, so you can make the objects show up before the voxel mesh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it would be cool to combine this with Map Magic, because Map Magic is the bee's knees. I'll just open up Map Magic real quick. There's a camera. Whoa. Careful clicking on stuff. Yeah, there's a way to combine this with Voxel Land. I have to look into that, because like if I do using Voxel Land with Map Magic, it's right here.
I'm going to show you how to create Voxeland 5 terrain using the Map Magic plugin.
It's like he's nervous, you know.
First of all, I'd like to mention that Voxeland 5 is still in beta stage, so some bugs can occur. I apologize for that in advance. So, I will start from scratch by creating new Voxeland object in 3D object, Voxeland static. You can see that the initial terrain appeared. I will select Voxeland object and set up land types. This would be a bright cliff. I will assign textures. And this one would be a dark cliff.
Yeah.
This is grass green one,
We're gonna need to speed this up, buddy.
and finally a yellow grass.
Yeah.
Switch terrain generate mode to map magic by changing the generator type. Here,
Might be a little too fast.
This is because we haven't set up a graph yet. In Creative, by pushing a create button, and show editor will open up an editor window. Map magic users might be familiar with these two generators. And this node is a new one. It is a Voxel Land output. It has a layered structure. By selecting a layer, we can see its properties. This is an apply mode. We will talk about it a bit later. And this is a land type. We can select a land type from a list or assign its number directly. Voxel Land output has a standard layered interface. New layers can be added by pressing this plus button.
You know, like if I go in here, the output on this is like there's a Voxel Land. It ends up outputting somewhere. I'm not exactly like pro enough to where I could just be like, hey, hey, you wanna use map magic with Voxeland? But what if I gave it a whirl? See, I go over here, I say map magic infinite. I mean Voxeland infinite. Generate map magic. Like, there's a way to do this. Island data, Voxel Land. It is the island data. It is definitely the island data. Boom! It worked. This is not exactly accurate. Hold on. This isn't even close. I'm just kind of messing around. I'm just going to break things. That's my new goal here. Why don't I just go back? I'm always like starting a video and then not finishing it.
This element button will remove currently selected layer. Layers could be selected by clicking them. And these up and down arrows will change the layer order. Now a couple of words about how layers are applied. Imagine that we are looking at the terrain slice. Like this one. The terrain seems to be flat, but it's just a representation for a better performance. Actually, Voxeland keeps all the information about all these blocks beneath the terrain, and we have to imagine them. I hope that these drawings will help. Here you can see that we've got a single layer with an add apply mode. Its height is determined by its input value. If we would add a new layer with an add apply mode 2, the final height would be the sum of the layer's heights, and the overall internal block structure would be contained of this layer's blocks. Note that the layer order matters. If we will change the layer order, the internal block structure will change too. The next apply mode is difficult to comprehend at once, but once you will get familiar with it, you will find it useful. It is clump append mode. Imagine that we have two types of blocks, mountains and the grass. Now, when we will apply grass in clump append mode, it will clump all of the values that are higher than the grass level, and it will append grass to all of the levels which are lower than the grass level. Let me show you how it works. I will add a blur generator that will generate a grass map. I will set its loss value higher, the blur header. And then I will add a grass layer, but I'll name layers properly before. This one is mountains, and this one will be grass. I will leave it add mode. Here you can see that the grass is applied additively to the mountains. And now let's switch it to the clump append mode. You can see a completely different result. Here it's what was the mountain source, and here what its results. Please note that if we will turn the mountains layer off, the final height will not change. And now I'm going to keep grass only in the hollows, while keeping the mountain peaks untouched. To do so, I need to use a special grass map. It will take a maximum value of the mountains and the initial grass values. I will be using blend generator with a max mode to create it. Here we go. I'm creating a blend generator and set its type to maximum. Now it will take a maximum of 2 inputs. Then I connect it to the grass. Here you can see that the mountain peaks returned,
Bam!
while the grass is still in the hollows. Clump append mode is extremely useful when creating an erosion. It will grind the mountains where erosion worked, and will add sediment to the places where sediment stayed. I will add an erosion generator.
It's like, you know, it's sped up or not. He's still, it's like his accent. I can basically understand, but it's like the same amount of understanding whether it's sped up or not.
And connect to erosion generator.
It's 1.5 speed right now.
You can see that the erosion effect applied. And now, the most straightforward way to set terrain blocks. It's an absolute apply mode. It just replaces all of the current blocks with the new ones, using the height and thickness inputs. When height is not selected, it just replaces the blocks at the 0 level. It is shown at the image. When the height is defined, it replaces blocks at some elevated level. Note that layers can use any block type, including an empty block. This gives us an ability to cut the terrain and create, for instance, caves. Here we assign an empty type, and this way this layer is subtracted from the terrain. And now I'm going to add some caves. I will create a new layer for that. And the temporary, I will use dark leaf for that. I'm going to disable all of the other layers. And as a thickness map, I will use noise, adjusted by curve in a special way. For now it looks this way. I need to make some sort of guts out of this noise.
Pretty
This
cool.
looks close, but I think that the caves are very high. Well, I need some more fine tuning. I guess this should be okay. Now I'm switching the caves layer to absolute mode and add its height. I will be using the current terrain height. You can see that the caves were raised up. And now I will turn on all of the layers below caves. You can see that the cave gods are laying on the ground, but I've got to make them go underground. So I will invert a height map. I will be using curves generator to do this.
What? I would just kind of go along with this. I just was like kind of intrigued just looking at it.
Spectacular scene. But I think that we should lower caves a bit more. This seems to be fine. Now I've got to cut the caves in the terrain, so I will change the cave type to empty. You can see that the cave gods were removed from the surface, and we've got some fun looking caves in it. Let's take a closer look.
Got some caves. Ship it.
can still adjust the caves layer. I can change the layer height by changing the curve generator. Or I can make caves bigger. Or smaller. In some cases you may notice blocks floating in the air, or some thin formations that look implausible. Check the Remove Thin Layers toggle to get rid of them.
Remove thin layers.
There's one more thing to mention about Voxeland output. The last apply mode is the paint mode. It just replaces the top blocks with the selected type. Consider that it works similarly to the standard texture output, and it just paints the terrain. Now I'm going to show this layer in use. I will paint all of the convex areas with a dark cliff. I will be using a cavity generator for that. And of course, a layer with a paint mode. Here you can see that all of the convex areas are filled with dark cliff. So I've got to change the cavity mode to concave and raise its intensity and spread values. Note that since this layer is the top one, it paints its blocks above everything, including the grass. So I have to move this layer down, right above the cliffs layer. Here, concave areas are masked only in the mountains. So that's all for now. Feel free to experiment with Voxel Land output if you are taking part in beta testing.
Alright, so if I remember right, you basically go, you create Voxel Land. And there are some errors here, like I need to figure out what that's about. Generator assets. See, this is like, I did Voxeland, but it's talking about map magic. Something wrong there. So let's go back over here. I'm going to forest ground. Rock 01, had a little rock action. That's rock 2. Alright, so anyways, go back over cheer yay. Change this guy to map magic, create, show editor. And bam, we done got this. Hunter is charged by 96 hogs. I have to help my brother make this. I just want to go watch this real quick. Let me see this. Yeah, okay. I'll watch this video. Chris is always out there, you know, bores all day. You know, speaking of Heli Hoggin and stuff. That's a lot of hogs over there. Is it really? Is it really 96?
Get behind the tree, Jared. Stand up. Stand up. Did you get it? Oh, shit. Did you see that one, Jared? Justin? Did you see that? Did you get it?
I got one of them. I was calling for that big ass one. I think I hit it because it ran.
We gotta see this.
Behind the tree, Jared. Stand up. Stand up.
This. Oh goodness. All right, so I guess I'm gonna edit that. The end of big hog smashes little hog in a tree. Oh, right there! Watch out! He's like, I can. Oh. Oh, this is just every hog for themselves.
Did you get it?
All right. Well, anyways. So this is like Voxel Land, but I got to figure out what's up with this. There's a lot of stuff to learn here, but that's nuts right there. If I go in here and say remove thin layers, I didn't really do anything for all these little splotches. They sort of, so they add to it. That's what he was talking about with that add. Need to figure out what's up with that. Whoa. distant. Alright, well, I'm going to get with my brother about editing that video. Thanks for watching my little brief Voxel Land video. A lot of cool stuff there. I need to figure out, there's some little things I gotta figure out like this. It's like a whole bunch of these little steps and stuff. What? It's like some Aztec temple stuff right here. Alright, I will, I'll see y'all on the flip side. You know, hey, be sure to check out helihoggin.io. Big thanks to Voxel Land here. Want to continue messing with it, and maybe in the next video I'll actually show you Heli Hoggin. It's pretty cool. I got some pretty cool stuff going on there. Lots of terrain. I mean, lots of terrain. Lots of assets. I think UFPS is being used. Cinemachines being used. Got some really cool animals from this. Who were they? I believe it's like pro something or another. Animals full pack. Yeah, Pro Factor. There we go. There's a really good little boar in there, but there's just all sorts of other stuff. I didn't get the full pack on there. I actually got like just like different one. I got birds, farm, and forest. Birds, because you know, there's one right here. Got the boar in there. Got a bear. It's just a really good pack. Really good quality. Good animations. You know, like if I go to this boar real quick, you can see it. Or the bear. But it doesn't normally look like some kind of glowing monster. It's normally like this guy right here. You know, it's kind of got a fur effect to it with this extra layer with some transparency on it, if you can see that. But I'm using this modifier stuff to let you also kind of tweak the. I can show you the modifier. Modifier is a pretty awesome little thing to have. But basically, you go on this. Where you at? Mega shapes, modifiers, modifiers. Can't remember which one it is. I have to go look at it, but there's like a squeeze. No. think I'm supposed to put it on the one below it. Whoop. If you just slide that too much, sometimes it kind of goes nuts. And then it's like, it's just totally messed up basically forever. No, I'm just playing. Okay. But there's basically, using the modifier stuff, there's a way to just alter the tusks here. And then also just kind of like do some random tweaks. You know, if I go over here to mega shapes or something like that, you know, it's like modifiers is the key here. But basically, it's kind of an old asset. Yeah, YouTube's just killing themselves. Just let them do it. Twisting. The stretch. I think stretch is probably the easiest thing. Let me go back over here. You can see this in action. See it in action. Where's your stretch? Stretch. All right, and then you go over here and you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you kind of, this is all done in code, really, but hold on. Where's my there you go. So you got a region. I don't know. I've done it in the other thing, so just forget about all that. Point is, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go help my brother out with that video, and I will catch y'all later. So, hasta la vista. What? All right. See.